Hi everybody, it's Alex Newton from K-lytics with another special video today on the love or hate for the new Amazon royalty system for Kindle Unlimited and Amazon Prime borrows, giving you some facts you may have overlooked. So here we go. Let's start with a rule for life, and that rule is read the small print. Why that? Because when Amazon announced the new royalty scheme, some people, including representatives of the mainstream media, thought that they changed the royalty scheme in its entirety, whilst the small print clearly stated something different. So please note that the new scheme is only for Kindle Unlimited and Amazon Prime borrows, and this has nothing to do with sales. A customer can still buy your Kindle book at the given list price, and you will earn royalties in the same way as before. Now let's rewind the story on the Amazon royalties just for a couple of seconds for those who are new to the topic and see where we are coming from. Under the now old scheme, you earned a flat rate per borrow. It's recently been around $1.35 for any qualified borrow where at least 10% of the book has been read and the length of the book was irrelevant. Now, the impact of that system when it was introduced back in July 2014 was as follows. It caused a growth in short stories and short reads, that is, books with less than 100 pages. Authors started to break up their books into serials, because if the reader borrowed 3 parts of a serial, you'd earn 3 times as much as if you had published your story in one book. We saw a flood of short, outsourced, often low-quality non-fiction books, and some people have actually been gaming the system. And just looking at the fact base here, we've been tracking all kind of book data across the Kindle bestseller list. This data here is from the top 100 titles in each of the 28 main Kindle bestseller lists. And it shows the estimated print length from May 2014 to June 2015. And you see this downward trend. So under the old Kindle Unlimited remuneration scheme, the book length has declined about 5%, although you may argue the trend has already started before. And overall, we've seen an 8% decline in the average page length of the books. I find this is a remarkable trend for the period of just 1 year, because imagine if this rate of decline was to continue, our children and grandchildren in 50 years from now will be reading books with an average page length of 5 pages. Now, the new royalty system for Kindle Unlimited and Kindle Owners Lending Library borrows is explained very simple. You will earn a royalty per page read for each qualified borrow, and based on a recent Amazon announcement, the expected payout rate will be just above half a cent per each Kindle edition normalized page read. And we will explore in a second how this Kindle normalized page measure relates to word count and actual physical pages. And the impact of this new system is likely to be a redistribution of payout from the Kindle Select Global Fund to longer books, provided they are fully read. This seems an attempt of Amazon to reward A, writing effort, that is the number of pages you write as an author, so your output, and quality, or if you don't like the term quality, let's call it user acceptance or reader interest, because the pages have to be read for them to be paid. And what were the reactions to this? Oh my God. If you spend time in the various social forums, author forums, you were amazed to see the range of reactions. Factual, emotional, reasonable, unreasonable, whatever they were, they ranged from, pure love for the new system to outright hate towards Amazon and the inventors of this new system. So I thought it should be useful to have a more analytical and fact-based look what this will mean for you and what your options are. And also we will have a look at some numbers that show how this fits into the, say, grander scheme of things in the global and US ebook market. Basically, the degree to which you'll be affected by this depends on 3 key factors. 1, your overall dependency on Amazon Kindle. In other words, if you don't publish on Amazon, don't bother. But if you do, what is your share of borrows in your overall revenue? And as you will see, page length is a factor, and we will take an analytical view of whether you'll win or lose in the new system. So let's have a look at some special analysis we've done on this. First, a quick recap. We published a study on short reads and short stories in May 2015, and we just updated some data here, which shows the penetration of Kindle Unlimited as well as short reads. July 1st, 2015, there were about 2.9 million English-speaking titles on Amazon, of which about 845,000 are Kindle Unlimited eligible. That's a ratio of 29%. And about a quarter of all books on Amazon are so-called short reads. You see this here, and you see the Kindle Unlimited penetration is as high as 41% amongst these types of books. So conclusion number one, about 29% of all English Kindle ebooks are effective. That is the Kindle Unlimited share. By way of comment, you cannot establish the share of books that are part of the Kindle Owners Lending Library for Prime users, but Prime is also less relevant for borrows. Anyway, and 10% of the English ebooks are severely affected. That is, short read books that are under the Kindle Unlimited scheme. So it is not the whole Kindle market that is affected by the new Amazon royalty scheme. But whatever the case may be, your question in the end of the day from a personal point of view is, will I win or lose? Will I have more or less money in the pocket at the end of the month? And what can I do about it? And this is what we are going to look at in part 2 of this seminar, where we will examine this new measure that determines your pay, the Kindle edition normalized page count, how to make sense of it, and more importantly, how to convert it into actual words written. How to do your personal win-lose assessment, and we will give you your Kindle Unlimited royalty cheat sheet for download so that you can do this assessment for yourself and know exactly how much you have to write to benefit from the new system and not lose in the new system. So see you in part 2. This is Alex Newton from K-lytics, ebook market intelligence for success.